You are listening to Mike Guido and Josh Tariff. Buckle up! Buckle up!
All righty, here we are on another Mike and Josh. Great to have you on this Thursday evening. Hello, everybody, and welcome in to Mike and Josh exclusively on the Grid Network. I am Mike Guido. That is Josh Tariff. It is great to have you on this wonderful Thursday evening. Storms have been rushing through New York, and especially Long Island as well, where I reside. It was thunder and lightning all night last night.
That's crazy because it's sunny and 85 here.
Yeah, well, the thunder seemed to have traveled from Oklahoma City all the way to New York as they arrived in our weather forecast earlier today. Should be really, really crappy for the next couple of days here in New York. Hopefully, it'll be fine for some Memorial Day golf on Monday. But I digress. Josh, how are you, my friend? We have plenty of stuff to go over today. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, man. I've just been, doing the usual grind of watching my parlays miss by one, and just watching on one side. I know it's a little early to say, but one of the best conference finals matchups that I remember in years, and the other side is the Knicks.
So I have a fun segment idea, and I don't know when we're going to get to it.
Oh, okay.
This seems to be, Josh, at least from my perspective, a sort of free ball it type show, as many of our shows have been much more structured. Well, we are now kind of going off the proverbial cuff, might I say. So we have, like I said, plenty of stuff to go over today, but I do have a fun segment for us now that Victor Wembanyama has entered the chat of the best players in the NBA. We will be talking about who exactly, and again, in the NBA, this is a very toe-the-line conversation. Who exactly are the true superstars in today's NBA? The true superstars, okay? We will discuss, and obviously there's levels to this, but we'll discuss that at some point in the show today. I can't tell you when because I don't know. So you'll just have to stick around and stay tuned for it. I know that's like super anti-radio, like radio 101, but I don't know.
Here's one quick thing. We can, like very briefly say something on it, but because apparently Chris Haynes just posted this within the last few moments as far as, because they are amongst a number of other teams looking for a head coach. And one of our topics should be, because now the Dallas Mavericks are also looking for a head coach. But apparently the Portland Trailblazers, according to Chris Haynes, have requested permission to meet with Los Angeles Clippers assistant Jeff Van Gundy about their head coaching position.
I heard that as well. He's going to get the job. He's going to get the job.
But now the question is, do you want the Portland job? Do you want a job where you certainly have young talent?
Mm-hmm.
Now, these young talent are already frustrated that they got rid of their coach that got them to the playoffs in Thiago Splitter, and are now having an owner that is just trying to find the Dollar Tree version of everything possible in their arena.
It is so funny that I forgot Thiago Splitter was their coach.
And did well.
Yeah. I can't even believe that I forgot that. So like I said, we do have plenty of stuff to hit on today. Obviously the NBA playoffs is the big talking point as of right now. Here's really where I want to go with this to start today.
Mm-hmm.
So the Spurs and the Thunder is an outrageously fun series, but we're not going to start with that. Okay. We're going to start with New York and Cleveland. in quite possibly the most painful game I have ever watched in the history of my existence. The Cavs leading an all-time collapse against the Knicks at Madison Square Garden in game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, losing 115-104 in overtime. The game ended in a 44-11 run by the New York Knicks. That is the greatest comeback in Knicks team history. It has never happened before, and obviously Jalen Brunson is the leader of that charge, right? 38 points in that game, many of which coming in the fourth quarter and overtime, and it seemed like in the fourth quarter the Knicks just simply could not miss a shot, and the Cavs, all of the gas had run out of the tank. James Harden was obviously not very good at the end of that game. Donovan Mitchell had 29 points, but again, kind of went silent towards the end of the game. It was very frustrating for a Cavs fan like myself. So I am going to make the statement right now before you even say anything, Josh.
I have not said anything yet.
I know. Here's the thing. I picked the Knicks to win the series anyway. I did.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, you and I both did.
Yeah.
Josh, I think this series is over. I think it's over. Period.
So you're saying the Knicks sweep?
I think the Knicks, I'll give the Cavs a game. I think it'll be a gentleman's sweep.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Knicks walk through the Cavs to the finals. And this will be, again, I look at this as when something like that happens to you, it's just not something that you come back from.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not. That loss sucked all the life out of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay. There is no being fired up again for the next game. Okay. That deflating feeling that you get when you blow a lead like that, when you give the other team that opportunity, that is what kills you. That, like, you might as well have shot them dead. Like, the Cavaliers are done. They're done. And this is not out of emotion. This is just pure objectivity. The Cavs now, if they had won game 1 in New York, I would have said, listen, I still kind of favor the Knicks, but that's a great start and turn of my head. If they had lost to the Knicks, I wouldn't have said the series was over, but I would have said it's going to be a pretty steep hill to climb. This was an absolute kill shot by the Knicks. This was a kill shot, headshot, 10th prestige, Nuketown, 360 no scope headshot by the Knicks. It's over. Jalen Brunson is one of the most, if not the most clutch player in the NBA. He has shown that again. And I'll be honest with you. If the Knicks can come back from a lead that big and they can get that hot at the end of a game, I said this to you last week, Josh. I don't think there's any reason why they can't beat whoever comes out of the Western Conference. I'm telling you right now, this Knicks team is a more than I do not feel that the Knicks, if they were to go to the finals, would get waxed by whoever ends up coming out of the West, Oklahoma City or San Antonio. I don't feel that way. I think the Knicks have a more than fair opportunity to get their first title since 1972. Or 1971. I'm telling you right now, that is the feeling I get from this Knicks team. That is the feeling I get after that win. That was exactly the kind of thing that absolutely kills the Cavaliers and ignites the Knicks unlike anything else. That's what I think.
So you know who agrees with you?
You stuff the Magic Dragon.
On behalf of Stuff the Magic Dragon, when the Orlando Magic gave up a 22-point lead at halftime, we humbly thank the Cleveland Cavaliers for giving up a 22-point lead with 7 minutes left.
Yeah.
We thought the Magic's loss was catastrophic.
This was worse.
This was worse because you had the ability. No one was picking the Cavs. No one at all was picking the Cavs to win the series. We both last week said Knicks. I said Knicks in 5 last week. I'm still sticking to that, but wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being the sweep after what just happened. And when you have a 22-point lead with 7 minutes to go, and you continue to have James Harden, who for the 6th time in 15 playoff games this season had more turnovers than field goals, and your leader, Donovan Mitchell, who had 29 points, but had 0 points in the last 12 minutes of game time. So those last 7 minutes plus the 5 minutes of overtime. And on top of that, the Knicks go on, I believe it ended up being a 30-8 run before Kenny Atkinson finally called timeout.
Yeah. Yep.
This is just the ultimate recipe for disaster. Now, credit to where credit is due. The Knicks, obviously, Jalen Brunson doing Jalen Brunson things. And I mentioned it last week, and I'll say it again today, how easily my worst take that I've ever had in sports was me questioning the amount of money that the Knicks originally offered Jalen Brunson when he joined them, because they should have added at least another digit to it, the way it's all looking. Yeah. So between that and OG Anunoby is back, the Knicks are fully healthy, which is crazy at this point in the season where you have one of your final 4 teams at full strength. Mm-hmm. Because obviously we're going to be getting to the Thunder Spurs in a moment, but the key thing over there is Jalen Williams hurt again. De'Aaron Fox banged up. Dylan Harper, we don't know what's going on with his leg right now.
Yeah.
So many question marks over there where all of a sudden the Knicks, where while I still feel whichever team comes out of the West is the one that's going to take the championship, but right now, if the Knicks are as healthy as they are, and you cannot get more of a confidence boost than having an epic comeback like you did, everything is on the side of the Knicks, including WWE superstar Danhausen, because since he has, quote unquote, lifted the curse that he put on the Knicks, they have not lost a playoff game. Curses are real, apparently. So you do all this while then with Cleveland, you want to talk about mentally drained. Again, we saw with Orlando. I told you before the game happened, if the Magic lost game 6, they would be mentally drained and lose game 7.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How can any team, I'm not just saying it's just Cleveland, but any team realistically, when you know you're such big underdogs to begin with, and you come out and make such a statement for 3.5 quarters.
They looked like the better team.
Right. For 3.5 quarters, they looked like the better team. And it's like, wow. All right, Knicks, you got caught sleeping. Cavs are here for real. They want to compete. You're not going to walk away with this. And then they walked away with it.
Yeah, so James Harden is a real talking point that I want to hit on here.
Your boy?
I am not
your boy James Harden?
My boy James Harden. I am not going to be the one that is going to blame the entirety of this loss on James Harden. I'm not going to be the guy.
It's not 100% his fault. Obviously, he's a big part of it, but he's not all his fault.
He's of course a big part of it. Like Dennis Schroeder needs to be better than 1 for 9 from the field, right? Evan Mobley was 2 for 8 from 3. There are other factors here, But here's really the thing that I want to point out as like one of the major contributing factors. And again, James Harden, like I said, I don't want to blame him entirely, but what I will say, the frustrating part about what led to that collapse at the end of the game. First of all, and they kind of tie together. First of all, James Harden was taking way too many shots at the end of the game. Okay. Donovan Mitchell was your hot hand. The ball needed to be in his hands more often. They needed to figure out ways to create more opportunities for Donovan Mitchell at the end of the game, not James Harden. Okay. The other part of this is that, and I believe it was Cowherd that said it either yesterday or today. And I agree with it wholeheartedly when he says, you know, when the Knicks attacked James Harden on the defensive side of the floor, right? James Harden at this point in his career is a lousy defender. Okay. He's just not good on that end of the floor.
Not according to Kenny Atkinson. He just said with like a shoot around today how he's a great isolation defender.
Yeah, well, that's
I don't know what clips he's watching.
And here's the thing: like, I don't know that it would have mattered what you did to Jalen Brunson at the end of the game. I think he was just that locked in. Like, I don't know if there was any stopping him anyway. You could have put Evan Mobley on him, and it might not have made a difference. Okay, but here's the deal: James Harden is not efficient enough. He is not offensive spark plug enough at this point in his career to warrant being that bad defensively. Okay. At this point in his career, James Harden has kind of become a liability late in games. Okay. Because the reality about James Harden is he is a high volume, low efficiency shooter now. Okay. He's going to shoot 40%. He's going to hit 31% of his threes. And that's just, he'll score 25 points a game, but it takes a lot more shots for him to get there. The volume needs to increase, right? This is not James Harden from 2018. Like, this is where the trouble comes in. James Harden not being a good defender in this point in his career. And he was never really a great one, but at this point in his career, if you're not efficient enough offensively, I mean, you have to figure out a way to be effective on defense. Now, the thing that I will blame Kenny Atkinson for is that I think he should have made the defensive adjustment sooner, right?
Oh, for sure.
That's the thing. You want to talk about timeouts and everything like that. Listen, I don't know if calling a timeout earlier would have made a difference. I don't know. Okay, the Knicks were rolling. Even after he called timeout, the Knicks were still rolling. So I don't know. But what I will say is that it seemed like the adjustment the Cavs made after James Harden after they made it to about a 5-point game, I mean, the Cavs started doubling Jalen Brunson on every possession. They double teamed him, period. And the Knicks did a good job moving the ball. They knocked down their shots. They did all of the right things. They got the lucky bounce from Landry Shamet, like all of those things, and they kind of just went their way. But I wish they would have made that adjustment sooner. I think at that point in the game, James Harden probably needs to come out. Dennis Schroeder needs to go in as a better, more athletic perimeter defender at that point. I think that's the adjustment that you have to make if you're the coach of the Cavs, right? And I think those are the kind of coaching decisions where I think Kenny Atkinson is a brilliant basketball coach. I really do. I was so unbelievably excited when the Cavs hired him after they fired JB Bickerstaff. I thought he was the right guy for the job. But it's these kind of decisions that have held Kenny Atkinson back in the past. So, again, where do you go from here now if you're Cleveland, right? Like I said, I think the series is over. I do. I don't think you have any shot now. I think that was the kill shot. I think the rest of the series is just a formality. This is where we stand now. But
I think the one way to try and to shake things up, and you and I both know this will never happen, but the way to do it is not just taking Dennis Schroeder into the lineup at that time, as you're saying. I say you start Dennis Schroeder and you have Harden be a sixth man.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have seen Schroeder in big games. Look at him in the Olympics or in the FIBA. He will deliver and help when moments count.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't going to be Donovan Mitchell by any means or anything like that. But if you are putting less pressure on James Harden and allow him, hey, you need to come in and do nothing but score. That's the only way he could be somewhat effective. Because what we've seen, again, I don't care where you are on the totem pole on your roster.
Mm-hmm.
If you play 15 playoff games and 6 of them, you have more turnovers than baskets, you shouldn't even be playing, let alone be the number 1A option. And I'm not trying to beat a man when he's down, but you, as soon as that move happened, you're like, we have a 1A option to go along with Donovan Mitchell. And I told you, talk to me in May.
I thought, well, right. Well, here's the thing. I thought that if James Harden played a role, it was going to work. That's what I said. I thought if James Harden played a role, if he was going to be a primary facilitator, it will work because James Harden's a tremendous passer.
Yes.
He's a tremendous passer.
Yeah.
Okay. But like I said, he's not an efficient shooter. And he never really was. Like James Harden has always been pretty high volume, low efficiency over the course of his career. I mean, the couple of years where he was like winning MVP and stuff, that's like those were his best years and where his efficiency numbers went up. And you saw the results that he got. But you're right. He is an all-time playoff shrinker. And the only way you can mitigate that, the only way that you can avoid that, Josh, is if you take him out of situations where he can shrink. If James Harden can be an effective basketball player for you. If you put him in situations where he will not shrink. Don't give him the basketball with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And you can give him the basketball, but his primary goal is to find and create space. Okay? If it's wide open, take the shot. Fine. Do not force up shots. Do not try to create shots. Okay? Let the guys who don't shrink take those shots. Donovan, Evan Mobley, those guys. Let them do the majority of the scoring work. You can mitigate James Harden's losses, his playoff shrinkage, by keeping him out of those scenarios. That's how I see it. And that was what I thought the plan was. Because that's what it was in the regular season. James Harden's taking more shots per game now than he did in the regular season.
Because that's what James Harden always does. He's always a great regular season player and then gets tired, and his only way to defend himself is to shoot more, and that causes his scoring average to go down, that causes his turnovers to go up, that causes his efficiency to go down, and that causes his team to always collapse. It's rinse, repeat.
Mm-hmm.
And that will continue to happen until a coach stands up and tells him, until you listen to the fact that you are not the option, you are not the go-to, you are not, right now with this roster, the way they've overall played in the playoffs, he is at best the fourth option on this team.
Right. Mitchell, Mobley, Allen.
Right. At best, he's the fourth option. And there have been some nights where Strus or Merrill have surpassed him.
Well, Sam Merrill, the last couple of games has been very, very good. But
right. So my point with that is, until there is a coach that stands up to him and says, you are sitting your ass down so we can be better.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland's going to be lucky They're going to get one game in Cleveland, and it's because Mitchell's going to have like a 40-point hero night. And that's it.
Yep. Give everybody hope. By the way, they play tonight at 8:00. Again, Cavs down 1-0 in the series. Can't believe it. But again, that's the way the cookie crumbles, guys. It doesn't get any easier. It really doesn't. I mean, are you over it, Josh? Are you over it now?
Well, the Cavs helped me get over it because their collapse was even worse than the Magic's.
Yep. All right. By the way, breaking news: Matthew Stafford signed a 1-year, $55 million extension with the Rams. So he is now he's now under contract for the next 2 years and $105 million with the Rams. So it is likely that we are not going to see Ty Simpson for another at least 2 years. Which
is exactly what I predicted on this show. And that's more brilliance. They've adjusted Stafford's contract, giving him, good money, but at the same time, having the young guy waiting in the wings to learn from the Hall of Famer also enables them to pay guys like Puka Nacua, amongst their others, whose contracts are ending over this next season, to get all the supporting cast locked in while you have your quarterback on a bargain for the remainder of the decade. But the Rams obviously are locked in now. Love it. Love this signing.
All right. Coming up next, we'll discuss first 2 games of this Oklahoma City and San Antonio series. They're tied 1-1. It is going to be a riveting Western Conference Finals. Everything that series implicates. Coming up next.
What up, Cowboys Nation? We are Cowboys Can Fan.
Like Canadian fan. And we're big Dallas Cowboy fans. We live stream every Dallas Cowboys game with our unapologetic, intoxicated play-by-play and color commentary, and we guarantee you won't find anything like this anywhere else.
We do that in the ring together?
We told you not so bland was here to stay, baby.
And if you like to have a couple cold ones,
Crack 'em if you got 'em, son.
Crack 'em if you got 'em, son. Crack 'em if you got 'em. And watch the Dallas Cowboys play football.
you need to join us 1 hour before the Cowboys kick off. Throw your score prediction in our live chat, and if you're right, guess what? We'll send you a shirt, some Can Fan merch. Click the link, check us out, and subscribe if you like what we do.
Oh, and remember, BYOB.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Bring your own boosh.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Bryson Carver, and I'm the host of the Carving It Up podcast right here on the Grid Network, as well as my own personal YouTube channel, Carving It Up with Bryson Carver. On my show, talk about a number of the biggest topics in the world of sports, as well as culture and entertainment, and I include special segments such as Bryson's Best 10, The Ball View, and one of my favorites, Carving Up the Context. I also like to invite special guests on the show to get different insights and perspectives on topics, and most importantly, I love to hear from you, the audience, in the chat below. So check out Carving It Up 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific time on YouTube, Facebook, X, and on Instagram. Check the show out anywhere you get your podcasts as well as on the YouTube channel. Appreciate you guys.
Alex Rodriguez is coming out with a documentary, and it goes into detail. Like, he's never talked about the steroid part of it and all the pressure. You will do a lot more desperate things to try to stay relevant, and you can see that he was straining to be this person that he wasn't, instead of just being the person that he always should have been. Just, I'm Alex Rodriguez, because of imposter syndrome. He had to be somebody that he wasn't. Goes to the Yankees, gets another big fucking contract. I empathize with that, because when you're this great player and people are looking at you and they're looking through you, it makes you realize that maybe Alex doesn't matter. I have to be A-Rod.
Yo, this is Barry Grant Jr. I want to give a big shout out to Mike and Josh, and be on the lookout for more clips from All Even Podcast.
This is Patrick L. Brown, lead journalist here at the Grid Network, reminding you to make sure that you check out all of the latest articles over on the Grid's webpage under the blog section. There you will find the hottest takes in sports mixed in with some mental health articles as well. Dare to be different. Enter the Grid, your new leaders in digital media, sports, and entertainment. As I always say, stay tuned.
All right. Thank you, Patrick. We are back exclusively on the Grid Network. This is Mike and Josh. I am Mike Guido. That's Josh Tariff. It's great to have you on this Thursday evening. Again, plenty of stuff to get into today. The Oklahoma City San Antonio series, Josh, is, I don't know, maybe
it's doing okay.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. It's really quality television. So let's talk about that. The Spurs took game one in Oklahoma City, 122-115 in double overtime. Victor Wembanyama has gone fully scorched earth. 41 points, 24 rebounds, 3 assists with 3 blocks in that game. Holy guacamole did he go off in that game. And then last night, Victor Wembanyama, 21 points, only 21, might I say. Only 21.
Only took 16
rebounds,
shots.
6 assists, and 4 blocks in that game. Stephon Castle had 25 and 8 assists. And then obviously Oklahoma City, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had 30 points in that game last night. It's like a regular season game for the Spurs. I'm sorry, for the Thunder. They're still bringing 12 guys off their bench in playoff games. Just goes to show you how deep they actually are. So, Josh, where do we land right now? This series is 1-1. It's fairly even split right now. How do you see this shaking out? Has your opinion changed so far on this series?
I mean, can we agree that game one was better than sex? Can we do that? Because
very good.
I mean, it had everything that you could ask for in being a basketball fan. And game two wasn't too shabby either. Again, constant back and forth. The Thunder, obviously, towards late in the third and the fourth, were able to pull away. We touched on it in our opening segment. Mm-hmm. The key thing is going to be the question of the injuries, because De'Aaron Fox didn't play again, and then Dylan Harper went down, who was really kind of, while Dylan Harper plays, some of everything, they especially rely on him if De'Aaron Fox was not able to go. If both of them are down, that is a big issue for the perimeter defense of the San Antonio Spurs. Mm-hmm. Now, that is where my biggest issue that they had, obviously the injuries played a part in it, was not all the turnovers that Stephon Castle has had, because he has 20 turnovers in these 2 games. Like, he's got to fix that, but he's still delivering and had maybe the best playoff dunk since John Starks in game 2. My issue is you're rating 6th man of the year Keldon Johnson. Especially if Dylan Harper and De'Aaron Fox are down. Hey, you just won that hardware for a reason. That shows that you were consistent and efficient and helped the team in need. He was the worst player plus-minus ratio-wise for the Spurs in game 2 at a -14 and 4-12 from the field. He could very well be starting in game 3 if both Harper and Fox are out. So he needs to figure things out. Now, on the Thunder side, Jalen Williams goes down again. Now, we've certainly seen him fine with it before, because we saw him go 8-0 in the playoffs without Jalen Williams up to the start of the conference finals.
Yep.
But all due respect to the Suns and Lakers, Spurs are a little bit better than them. So you need all hands on deck.
They just have the depth to withstand it.
Right.
Like, that's the thing with Oklahoma City, is that they are so deep at virtually every spot. I mean, you saw last night that, like, Jalen Williams went down. Isaiah Hartenstein got himself into foul trouble, and
And got a lock of Stephon Castle's hair in the midst of everything too.
Yeah, but they also were just able to. All right, we'll just turn to the other Jalen Williams, and they didn't miss a beat. It's just they are so deep. They just go so deep into their bench. Lou Dort played 16 minutes last night. Lou Dort. He's their third option. We're looking this Oklahoma City team is so unbelievably talented in so many ways. It's just incredible. They can just withstand the injuries, unlike I think any other team in the NBA.
And I will tell you right now, if the Thunder were to win this series, I know we're only going on a 2-game scale here, but your Magic Johnson Western Conference MVP award is going to go to Alex Caruso.
He has been,
because Alex Caruso between games 1 and 2 has been better than your MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, he's doing it off the bench, playing he is guarding Wembanyama. Maybe one of my favorite, memes, because there are a million wonderful memes on a daily basis in the world of sports Twitter. I saw one last night that immediately to me took the cake. And it was a photo saying Alex Caruso versus Victor Wembanyama. And it was a picture of Elmer Fudd wearing a headband from Space Jam face to face with the tall Monstar. I'm like, if that doesn't summarize it, I don't know what does.
Elmer Fudd wearing the headband
versus the tall Monstar in Space Jam.
Because Alex Caruso actually wears a headband.
Right. That's why it worked perfectly. It worked freaking perfectly. So with all this, I still have the Thunder. I had the Thunder winning prior. I still have the Thunder winning. I am just hoping for the sake of basketball glory that this goes 7 games, because it is just edge of your seat excitement. Here's a crazy stat as well. This is the first Western Conference Finals to be 1-1 since 2018.
Is it really?
The last time the Western Conference Finals was 1-1 was Houston Golden State, where James Harden.
Somebody's gone 2-0 in the Western Conference Finals for 7 straight years.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
But it also just shows how competitive and how even both teams are. And they're even for such, unique reasons. But the biggest commonality, obviously, is both teams' depth.
Yeah.
Now, again, you touched on it at the beginning of this. When was the last time you have seen a conference finals game that wasn't a complete blowout where one of the teams played 12 guys?
I mean, literally. So Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams, Isaiah Hartenstein, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Lou Dort, AJ Mitchell, Jared McCain. That's 7. Alex Caruso, Cason Wallace, Isaiah Joe, Jalen Williams, Aaron Wiggins. That's 12 guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, every player that suited up played.
Right. Kenrick Williams did not suit up. Nikola Topic did not suit up, and Thomas Sorber's been out for the year. That's all they have left on the roster. That's it. That's all they have.
You have a roster of 15. You can suit up 12. And you only normally see guys like 10, 11, and 12 this deep into playoffs if your team is ahead by 40 with 2 minutes to go.
No, this was a close game pretty much till the end of the
game. Right, and everybody played.
Yeah. It's insane. It's insane. Now, part of that is probably due to Jalen Williams going down, right? I mean, because Jalen Williams, if he doesn't go down, is playing between 30 and 35 minutes. And mathematically have to take minutes away from other guys.
And you got to love how I hit everything in my parlay except the part that I listed with Jalen Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
You're
Guess I should have chose the under.
But they don't give you a credit or something like that for injuries? Nothing?
Oh, Only if they are ruled out before the game starts. Then they will like remove that piece of your parlay. But if the game starts and they are listed as playing, they get hurt 30 seconds in. No, you're screwed.
So you have bad parlay luck then.
Apparently. So
you're Mr. One Short.
Right. So I literally texted my friend because I decided to have a little fun and did a 5-leg parlay for tonight's game. Mm-hmm. And my one question to him was, so which one am I missing? I'm going to hit the other 4. Which one am I not going to hit?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And listen, we're all excited to see which one doesn't hit.
Well, I'll just tell you right now what they were, and then we'll all find out together what misses.
Okay.
So you have I have Knicks minus 5.5 because I feel like it's going to be another double-digit win for them. So that I thought was easy.
Yep.
Mitchell Robinson over 6.5 rebounds. Jared Allen over 11.5 points.
I like that.
Deuce McBride over 1.5 3-pointers. And then Jalen Brunson over 37.5 points, rebounds, and assists combined.
Okay. All right. That's not bad.
Right. I love all that. And we know one of them, like, it's going to be like, watch it end up being Jared Allen gets 11 points. And I need him to be over 11.5. It's going to be something like that.
It's going to be Mitchell Robinson playing 12 minutes and getting 5 rebounds.
Right. Or something. Yeah, it's going to be off by, I'm going to miss by like 1 rebound type of thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. So excited for that. We'll touch more on it later. Coming up next, the Rams just extended Matthew Stafford. What does that mean for Ty Simpson? Josh earlier said he loves the signing with the Rams. We'll touch on that next.
Cowboys Nation, what up? It's your boy EJ Savage over here at Boys in the Zone, where it's everything Cowboys related, from the latest news, off-season talk like training camp and draft analysis, and of course, during season game breakdowns and commentary. Would love to see you in the chat kicking it with myself and other members of Cowboys Nation, whether it be a guest that I myself bring in, or a Cowboys fan forum videos where I bring you guys on, or even other chat members. We're always live on Twitter and YouTube, talking to boys. So really, the only thing left to say is, how about them Cowboys? See you there. Peace.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Tim Barnett, and welcome into the Boston Sports Summit. If you're a fan of any of these 4 teams right here, or you're like me and you love all 4 of them and you follow them religiously, you're a big fan, this is the show for you. The big thing with this is real commentary and authenticity. I'm going to tell you like it is. If we're great, then we're great. But if we suck, I'm going to tell you that we suck and we need to improve. I'm also not afraid to call out our ownership or front office for making bad decisions, just like I'm not afraid to call out our coaches or our players for screwing some things up or doing great. All right? Because that's what this show is all about. It's about authenticity. So listen, if you're a fan of any of these teams or you're a fan of all 4 of them, check me out, the Boston Sports Summit, every Wednesday, live at 7 p.m., and it's electric, all right? We're going to go into some great detail about the Sox, Patriots, Celtics, and even the Bruins, and hey, you might even get a guest appearance from my little puppy here. So, it's a great show. Don't forget to tune in every Wednesday, 7 p.m. You can also follow me on all socials, on Instagram, X, and YouTube, Boston Sports Summit. So check us out. It's a great show. It's a great time. Hope to see you there. God bless.
What's going on, y'all? It's Arthur Hurst from the Grid Network, letting y'all know to check out the Saturday morning tailgate starting at 10 Eastern every Saturday. Check us out on YouTube, X, Instagram, wherever you get your podcasts. Tune in for some humor, some great analytics between me, my boy Bryson, and Tim. Again, Saturday morning tailgate every Saturday at 10 Eastern on the Grid Network. See you out there.
All righty, welcome back. Mike and Josh here exclusively on the Grid Network. Closing out hour number 1. Let's switch to the NFL for a quick sec, Josh, because again, some breaking news came in about 30 minutes ago. Matthew Stafford has signed an extension to his contract with the Los Angeles Rams. He's signing on for another year, another $55 million to stay with the Rams. He now has 2 years left on his deal. That'll take him to his age 40 season. Actually, age 39 season. He's 38 now. And then I would imagine that's probably when Matthew Stafford calls it quits, right? I mean, that seems to be what I would assume. And there's going to be a lot of people, Josh, that say, well, this makes the Ty Simpson draft pick look even worse, right? Because now you've signed on for another year of Matthew Stafford. So it's another year of waiting before we see Ty Simpson play his first NFL snaps.
I could not disagree with that more.
So tell us why. What do you think right now as far as that pertains to where the Rams stand right now, where that stands with Ty Simpson?
Because we all knew from the get-go, before the draft happened, the plans were Stafford was going to be renegotiating his contract and most likely be there at least one more year, if not 2.
Right.
So the agreement just happened for one more year. Seemed to work all right for Jordan Love. He sat for multiple years behind Aaron Rodgers. And I know it's a type of weird concept of so many rookie quarterbacks now just get thrown in immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But the track record shows if you let them sit behind a vet, they tend to do better because it gives them time to learn. Hell, the Raiders brought in Kirk Cousins. So even if it's not going to be the entire season, Kirk Cousins is going to be beginning the season as a starter with number 1 pick Fernando Mendoza, trying to learn from him.
Mm-hmm. Which is, by the way, unbelievably hilarious. Right? The fact that Kirk Cousins and Fernando Mendoza, who are the most aw shucks quarterbacks.
You saw their schedule release video, right?
Oh my goodness, are they hysterical?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And Kirk Cousins, by the way,
they're going to have a Gatorade bucket full of milk.
You could not have handpicked a better mentor into the NFL for Fernando Mendoza than Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
You could not have hand-selected one better.
Right. So my point with this is the fact that, okay, all the talk about Ty Simpson hasn't played what, maybe 15 college games, something like 14 or 15, whatever it was.
Yeah, right.
And, he ain't ready to play in the NFL yet. You're right, which is why he is going to sit and learn because they see the potential in him. And now he will be sitting behind for 2 years learning from a first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback in Matt Stafford. While, by the way, he's also going to get exposure into the playoffs because we know this team ain't going anywhere anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
And furthermore, to, again, more solidify my point I made right before the break, once we broke this news, including practice squad guys, the Rams have 84 players on their roster. 25 of them have their contracts ending at the end of this next season.
Right.
Including guys like Kobe Parkinson, Byron Young, Puka Nacua, Kobe Turner, Davis Allen, etc. Now, obviously, are they going to be keeping all 25 of those guys? No, of course not. But the key ones, they are going to sign and be able to maneuver and pay for, because right now, I don't know if Sport Track has this new Stafford deal in their updated numbers, but right now they are, it says as far as cap space, the Rams are 10th in the NFL with cap space. So, I mean, could they be better? Sure. But when you have a team with this much talent, being 10th is still pretty damn good.
It is good, right?
So you have the space to pay these people. And then when Stafford's contract comes off the books, you could pay more while you still have Ty Simpson for up to 3 more years with the rookie deal. So then you have a chance of seeing, hey, prove to us that you are our quarterback because we got you for cheap. And if he does, awesome. We got him at a bargain. And when the time comes, then we'll pay him. And you know what? And if he doesn't pan out, by that point, they're still a top team in the NFC. And they have their future picks set because in the NFL, you can only trade up to 3 years out of draft picks. So you know what? Now, okay, it didn't work. We can package something to try to move up in the draft to draft another quarterback. They knew they would not be drafting this high again for a number of years. So let's take the best quarterback available right now with a pick that high, and we will have him learn from one of the best on a budget, and we will be set for the rest of the decade.
Right.
That was the Rams' plan. Oh, no, they needed this piece or that piece because they have to be in win-now mode. They are in win-now mode because they had all the pieces. Whoever won between the Rams and Seahawks, we knew would demolish the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Seahawks happened to win that back-and-forth classic NFC championship game, and then they demolished the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Right. Right.
The Rams are fine, and the Rams are setting themselves up to be just fine for the rest of the decade.
Mm-hmm.
It is the right, intelligent move, and it's great now. Now there's no question, no controversy of will Stafford be here or not. 2026 and 2027 is Matt Stafford, and then it's Ty Simpson's time.
Right.
It's Ty time.
Right. Well, listen, my whole take on this thing is I don't know that it matters whether or not Stafford plays another 2 years. Okay? Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is if Ty Simpson can play. Like, point blank. Okay? Doesn't matter when, it matters if. Okay? The reality is for like this, for this situation and situations like it, is that some guys are built for going in right away. Some guys are built for sitting behind a vet for a couple of years or a year or whatever the case may be. Okay. I will always say this. I do think that sitting and learning for at least one season does work out more often. It just does.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like a more calculated and intentional plan. Now, here's the thing. If you're upset with the Ty Simpson pick, you're upset because you don't think the quarterback's going to be good. Like, that's really the thing. Forget about, they should be in win now mode. You're right. But they are. Like, they already are. This is a roster that is still super good. Could they have added another wide receiver? Sure, they could have done that. Could they have added a corner? Sure. They could have done a bunch of different things that could have helped their team win right now. However, again, this is all going to come down to if Matthew Stafford is done after 2 years and Ty Simpson plays well in that third year,
mm-hmm.
Nobody will bat an eye about anything anymore.
Right.
It's just if Ty Simpson can play. If Ty Simpson's good, I feel like I'm almost being I don't know, redundant. Like I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory. I don't know. Ty Simpson is if he can play, then the Rams fans should be happy. Regardless of when he does. The only reason why you should be upset about a team drafting a quarterback, right? Unless you really don't like the player, unless you really are like, I don't think this kid's actually good, is if they don't give him an opportunity to play,
mm-hmm.
right? And that almost never happens, right? If you draft a quarterback in the first round, at some point in the first couple of years of him being there, he will get an opportunity to play. Period. the Rams are going to give this kid an opportunity to play. I'm guessing that this contract for Matthew Stafford, when they rework this deal, I'm going to assume that this is Matt Stafford's, all right, I'm signing the last contract of my career, 2 more years, and I'm done. That's, I think, what he anticipates. Okay? Now, he could turn around in year 3 and be like, hey, I want to play 1 more. And the Rams, depending on how good he plays, might be like, you know what, Matthew, sure, why not? Which, again, Rams fans should be happy about. Because if Matt Stafford's still playing well, then yeah, you should still want him around. So, listen, I get it. I understood why they were upset if they didn't like the player. But the whole, win now thing, I think it's a little worn out. I think it's a little misinformed. And like I said, if he's good, nobody will care. That's it. That's the moral of the story.
Well, it's the classic thing of, hey, if you're winning, everyone's quiet. And if you're losing, then all the noise happens.
Mm-hmm. Right.
This roster ain't about to be losing anytime soon.
Right.
So why and I live in LA. I hear this I just can't figure out why so many people still are up in arms about this Ty Simpson move. People should be more up in arms in Pittsburgh because you're being held hostage by Aaron Rodgers for 1 more year.
So the Steelers need to just be bad. I don't why they need to tank. Aaron Rodgers will not let them tank.
And again, when we were talking about Stafford's salary, now Aaron Rodgers obviously is not making as much as Matthew Stafford, but the Steelers are still paying him $22.5 million next year or this coming season.
Yep.
So thank goodness that Aaron Rodgers said in his press conference, this is it. And we're not going to wait for him to go out camping again for months after for another decision. They finally know this is it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be very interesting where they have, on paper, a better offensive roster than they did last year when you added Rico Dowdle and Michael Pittman.
Mm-hmm.
And now Matt McCarthy as coach.
Mike McCarthy,
excuse me. Mike McCarthy as coach. And they might be worse than the Browns.
I don't know. I don't know that I'll say that. I don't think they're going to be worse than the Browns.
The Browns are not going to be terrible next year. I'm not saying they're going to win the division.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be surprised if the Browns win 8
Who's the
games.
favorite in that division right now? Baltimore?
Oh, it's definitely Baltimore. Well, and here's the other thing with in the AFC. Apparently, because you can look at, on good old DraftKings, you can see the spreads for every game of the season. Like right now, they have it between week 1 and 18, which I don't understand why. But if you feel really confident that the spread is going to drastically change for a team in week 14 than they are in week 1, go in and throw that bet, I guess. But the Bengals are the favorite in 15 of their 17 games.
Wow. Jeez Louise.
How many wins did the Bengals have last year? 6?
I think 6.
Maybe. Now I asked that question out loud and I don't know the answer, so I'm going to look.
Yeah. So
last year the Bengals were 6-11. I was right.
They were 6-11.
Their defense. Okay.
They got Dexter Lawrence.
They got Dexter Lawrence and lost Trey Hendrickson, so their defense is pretty much the same as last year. So how are they better?
They also lost so they lost Odafe Owe, right? Or no?
Yes. Oh wait. I don't remember that one.
Oh my god. Who did they lose?
Well, they lost their 10th pick to get Dexter Lawrence.
Right. and they lost Trey Hendrickson, but then they signed Boye Mafe, right? And lost Odafe Owe. Do I have that right?
They added Boye Mafe, Jonathan Allen, Brian Cook, and Kyle Duggar.
Who did they lose?
They lost Cassius Howell and Tacario Davis.
They drafted those guys.
Oh, drafted, excuse me. So those were the key free agency additions. Who did they
who's
lose?
the big pass? Was it Osai? Was it Joseph Osai?
Bengal losses this offseason. Their key losses: Trey Hendrickson, Geno Stone, the great Jake Browning, Lucas Patrick, and Cordell Volson.
Oh, I thought they lost another pass rusher. I thought maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. They didn't. I thought maybe they lost more than one.
But I mean, they're just praying that Joe Burrow is healthy the entire season.
Yeah, which is never the case, and that's such a shame.
And if he is healthy the entire season, they'll obviously be better than 6 wins. They ain't winning 15.
Right.
I mean, to me, the Bengals are anywhere from a 5 to a 10 win team.
Yeah.
So, but with Aaron Rodgers, you know, it's a matter of, okay, he was barely moving. Phillip Rivers looked like he was moving better than Aaron Rodgers at the end of the season last year.
Yeah, right.
So you're trying to have him for a full season instead of trying Will Howard or whatever the guy's name is that they drafted this year.
Drew Aller.
Thank you. Yeah. So, but no, we're going to have Aaron Rodgers again. And this is, though, completely contradictive of what we were talking about with Matt Stafford teaching Ty Simpson.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers wants nothing to do with the rookies.
Right.
He wanted nothing to do with Jordan Love.
Yeah.
He doesn't want anything to do with young guys.
Yeah. Like, do you think he's really going to be teaching them?
No. They're gonna have to teach him. They're gonna have to be the ones teaching him when he shows up all confuzzled from his weekend, bender in the woods.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen. All right. Great stuff. Hour 2 coming up next.
What up, Cowboys Nation? We are Cowboys Can Fan.
You know, like Canadian fan. And we're big Dallas Cowboy fans. We live stream every Dallas Cowboys game with our unapologetic, intoxicated play-by-play and color commentary, and we guarantee you won't find anything like this anywhere else.
We do that in the ring together?
We told you not so bland was here to stay, baby.
And if you like to have a couple cold ones,
Crack 'em if you got 'em, son.
Crack 'em if you got 'em, son. Crack 'em if you got 'em. And watch the Dallas Cowboys play football.
you need to join us 1 hour before the Cowboys kick off, throw your score prediction in our live chat, and if you're right, guess what? We'll send you a shirt, some Can Fan merch. Click the link, check us out, and subscribe if you like what we do.
Oh, and remember, BYOB.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Bring your own boosh.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Bryson Carver, and I'm the host of the Carving It Up podcast right here on the Grid Network, as well as my own personal YouTube channel, Carving It Up with Bryson Carver. On my show, talk about a number of the biggest topics in the world of sports, as well as culture and entertainment, and I include special segments such as Bryson's Best 10, The Ball View, and one of my favorites, Carving Up the Context. I also like to invite special guests on the show to get different insights and perspectives on topics, and most importantly, I love to hear from you, the audience, in the chat below. So check out Carving It Up 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific time on YouTube, Facebook, X, and on Instagram. Check the show out anywhere you get your podcasts as well as on the YouTube channel. Appreciate you guys.
Alex Rodriguez is coming out with a documentary, and it goes into detail. Like, he's never talked about the steroid part of it and all the pressure. You will do a lot more desperate things to try to stay relevant, and you can see that he was straining to be this person that he wasn't, instead of just being the person that he always should have been, just I'm Alex Rodriguez because of imposter syndrome. He had to be somebody that he wasn't. Goes to the Yankees, gets another big fucking contract. I empathize with that because when you're this great player and people are looking at you and they're looking through you, it makes you realize that maybe Alex doesn't matter. I have to be A-Rod.
Yo, this is Barry Grant Jr. I want to give a big shout out to Mike and Josh and be on the lookout for more clips from All Even Podcast.
This is Patrick L. Brown, lead journalist here at the Grid Network, reminding you to make sure that you check out all of the latest articles over on the Grid's webpage under the blog section. There you will find the hottest takes in sports mixed in with some mental health articles as well. Dare to be different, enter the Grid, your new leaders in digital media, sports, and entertainment. As I always say, stay tuned.
You are listening to Mike Guido and Josh Tariff. Buckle up! Buckle up!
Alrighty, hour number 2. We are back
Mike and Josh. Mike and Josh.
on Mike and Josh.
Mike and Josh. Spit the facts, cut the crap, get the
We're here.
get the
We're better than ever. It's great to have you here on Mike and Josh. Welcome back. I'm Mike Guido. That is Josh Tariff. It is great for you to be here with us tonight. We still have plenty of stuff to go over today. Josh, how we feeling? First hour in the books. We still got a little bit left. We still got plenty to go over. We're feeling good, my friend.
Yo, I'm feeling great. I'm warmed up now. We're ready for hour 2. Cavs and Knicks going to be tipping off momentarily for game 2.
Yep.
Well, and we will see what I miss in my parlay.
Yeah, that series is over. It's over. Listen, it's a sad day in the old Cleveland town. It's not good. It's not good. We're not feeling good.
You're not feeling good in the land.
No, we're not. And it's a shame too, because I was telling my buddy this the other day. Like, I genuinely think this Cavs roster is really, really good.
Oh, it absolutely is.
I think this Cavs roster is really, really good. Like, they can win a championship. They can. But
not when the Thunder and Spurs exist.
Well, and not while James Harden is on your team.
That too.
And that's really the killer.
I don't want to say I told you so, but I kind of told you so.
Just say it.
I told you so.
Yeah, I told you so. I told you so. All right. So I have a bit here, Josh, that I kind of want to run.
Ooh, a bit.
It's not really a bit. It's more of just a segment. But
okay.
So I whipped up a list. Okay, of the current NBA superstars, not in any particular order, but just as they came to my head. Okay. I think as of right now, and I honestly, you know what? Let me look at this now really quick. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. I just wanted to make sure if I wanted to change anything last minute. I think right now, Josh, as far as the NBA is concerned, there are 13 true superstars in the NBA. 13.
Okay.
I want to see if you disagree with any of them or if you would add any players that I could potentially be missing.
Okay.
Jokic, and again, this is not in any particular order. Jokic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Victor Wembanyama. Okay.
Sure. Those three are obvious.
Yep. Curry.
Okay.
LeBron, Luka.
Is LeBron still in the top 13?
I don't know. We'll see.
I was superstar. Yeah, there's no question. But
So this is what I'm going for.
Okay. All right. Well, those 6. Okay. Keep going.
Shea, Steph, LeBron, Luka, and Wemby.
Okay. Those 6.
Jason Tatum.
Okay.
Kevin Durant.
Okay. Fading, but I get superstar. Yep.
Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
Kawhi.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis. Jalen Brunson. That's 13.
Okay.
So that's who I've got. So for listeners, just so that you can keep track, okay? The list is, again, this is not in any particular order. This is not me saying that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the 12th best player in the league. This is me just listing them as they came to my mind when I made the list. Jokic, SGA, Curry, LeBron, Luka, Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Edwards, Kawhi Leonard, Giannis, Jalen Brunson, Victor Wembanyama. Those are the 13 superstars in the NBA as far as I'm concerned. Now, Josh, am I missing any? Is there somebody that you would take off? What do you think?
Well, it really depends on what your definition of superstar is. If you're talking about a household name,
I'm talking about a guy that can lead a team to a championship. I think the way that I have
if you're talking about lead a team to a championship, as of right now, this moment, I'm not sure if Kevin Durant is still there.
Yeah, so I'll be honest with you,
and I would then make sure if we're keeping it at a number 13. Again, obviously, we're not putting that in any order, but based with your list of 13, I would remove Kevin Durant and replace him with Jaylen Brown.
So, okay. So I am not tied to the number 13.
Right. I know. But I would do that, and then I know Game 7 throws a cloud over it a little bit. But I would definitely put the argument that you add Cade Cunningham to that list.
Okay. So let's see who we can add to this list, or just as like at least in the discussion, right? So Cade Cunningham
and Jaylen Brown were the first 2 that popped in my head that were not on your list.
I think deserves to be in that discussion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say?
I mean, you could also make an argument for a healthy Kyrie.
I don't think anymore.
Well, if you think yes for Durant, then why no for Kyrie?
Well,
I would rather have playoff Kyrie than playoff Durant.
So, okay, I think that's fair. The 2 I had the most trouble with right now was Durant and LeBron, right? Because I think Durant and LeBron are at the age now where maybe their time has passed, right? Now, LeBron was great this season, but again, for the definition of what an NBA superstar is, right? If I'm constituting it as somebody who can lead a team to a championship, I don't know if LeBron can still do that at his age. I don't know if 40-year-old LeBron can still do that.
I mean, he carried the Lakers to the second round, where then he ran into the monster of the Spurs.
Let's say this. If a LeBron-led team was in the Eastern Conference, could he lead them to a title at 40 years old? Like, could he beat?
Certainly be a lot closer. A LeBron-led team might have been facing the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay,
it's certainly possible. I'm just thinking as far as any other individual players that could possibly stand out to me.
But like, are you putting Devin Booker in there? I don't know that I am.
I don't believe I am. As great as an individual player as he is, because I mean, I'm thinking that. Oh, well, then I'm also thinking, Paolo. But I don't think yet we have seen. Paolo's been great in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But he hasn't gotten out of the first round yet.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ready to put
He's close to that, but he's not at that list yet.
I think Cooper Flagg will get to that point.
Right, but he's not there yet.
He's not there yet, right?
I mean, Bam Adebayo is, I don't feel really necessarily there. Tyrese Halliburton, maybe not.
Tyrese Halliburton,
because he got there last year.
Here's and again, it hurt Tyrese Halliburton for this exercise just because he didn't play this year.
Sure,
right. So it's tough to throw Tyrese Halliburton in there, but I listen. I'll add Tyrese Halliburton to the list of like maybes. Okay, so here's what I'll do. I will. So I'm going to take Kevin Durant out and throw him in the list of maybes also. I will take Kevin Durant out. Is Steph Curry still capable of doing it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I think. Kawhi is also the one for me. And again, it's a very similar reason why I feel iffy about LeBron and Kevin Durant. Now, Kawhi Leonard's younger than both of those guys, but he's also been way more injured than both of those guys.
Right.
Like, we have not seen a consistent Kawhi Leonard in quite some time. Now, there was an argument to be made a number of years ago that Kawhi Leonard was the best player on earth.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know that that's the same Kawhi that we see now.
Mm-hmm.
So how does that sit with you? Is Kawhi Leonard still capable of leading a team to a championship?
If he is healthy, he 100% is. I mean, when he's healthy, you could still argue that Kawhi Leonard is one of the 10 best players in the league, period.
Mm-hmm.
Not just like the superstar to lead.
Mm-hmm.
I personally feel, based on how you are categorizing this, with a superstar to lead someone to a potential championship,
mm-hmm.
I would increase the total amount to 15, and I would remove Kevin Durant. And then his replacement and the two additional people would be Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Halliburton, and Cade Cunningham.
Okay.
And then everyone else that you listed, I'm in agreement with.
Okay, so let's do it this way. Okay. I'm going to say the name of the player.
Okay.
And again, you're going to answer this question for me. You're going to answer the question of, can they lead a team to a championship?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jokic.
Yes.
Yes. SGA.
Yes.
Yes. Steph Curry.
Yes.
LeBron James.
Surprisingly, because he's just not human still, yes.
Luka Doncic.
Yes.
Jason Tatum.
Yes.
Donovan Mitchell.
Closer.
Donovan.
He's on the edge. He's on the edge.
Donovan is on
For the sake of this, though, I will say yes, grudgingly. But if we were to rank these, I know we're not, but if we were, he would probably be at the bottom of the list, but just make the cut.
Yeah, right. He would be one of the bottom slots.
Yes.
Anthony Edwards.
Yes.
Okay. So you feel that? Okay. So you feel that confidently about Anthony Edwards over Donovan Mitchell?
Yes.
What
absolutely.
makes you say that?
I feel that Anthony Edwards is he's a more complete player, and he has, like they'll call it, like, that it factor, that extra swagger, that extra boost of confidence to help build the team morale. One thing about Donovan Mitchell, as incredibly talented as he is, he's never appeared, to me at least, to be the type of player that gets the rest of the team motivated. Mm-hmm. He'll do his thing, and he'll do it incredibly, and is pushing everyone on his team.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I would put Anthony Edwards above Donovan Mitchell.
Okay. Kawhi Leonard.
Yes.
Giannis.
Yes.
Jalen Brunson.
Yes.
And Victor Wembanyama.
Yes.
Okay. So now we get to the guys that we've okay, sorry. So Kevin Durant.
He is right out, like just on the outside or right at the edge with Donovan Mitchell.
Okay. Cade Cunningham.
Yes.
Okay, so you do think Cade Cunningham can lead a team to a championship right now?
I do. I mean, obviously, I know he did not do well in the game 7 against against Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
They obviously had a plan set that was executed very well, and the whole team couldn't recover from it. But I feel between him bringing this team from, let's not forget, it was like 3 years ago or 4 years ago, this team was the worst team in the NBA by a mile.
Yeah, they were bad.
They made Brooklyn look like the Spurs of today. Like they were bad.
Yeah, they were bad.
He has shown what a leader is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I am definitely still behind Cade Cunningham.
Okay, so Jaylen Brown.
Yes. Dude won Finals MVP.
Okay. Tyrese Halliburton.
Dude led his team to the 2 games. If he didn't tear his Achilles in game 7, we might be not thinking of a Thunder dynasty right now because the Pacers might have stole that.
Let me throw one more name at you.
Okay.
Joel Embiid.
He's the only MVP that has yet to get to the conference finals.
So
that's a no.
So, and that's the thing, right? Because Joel Embiid, from a talent perspective, and when he is healthy, he is beyond productive.
Yep.
Joel Embiid is not capable of taking a team to a title. As been evident, right?
Correct. Correct.
So it's hard to say that he can when he hasn't yet.
Right.
The guy's been in the NBA for 11 years.
And I know there are people on this list that still also have not. Cade Cunningham has not been to the conference finals yet.
Right, but
I get that. I get that. Right. But he's only been, and again, where he's brought the team has, to me, exceeded what Joel Embiid has done for his. Now, I'm not throwing all the blame on Joel. Obviously, there's a reason Daryl Morey just got fired. So, I mean, there's other aspects to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I would say no to Joel Embiid.
So let's take this list, and there's one more portion of this that I want to do. Let's take this list and let's narrow it down to 5. Okay.
Okay.
If we were going to take this list of 16 or 17 players that we've kind of concocted in this moment, okay, and try to narrow it down to who are the 5 that we feel most confident in. Okay. Now, here's what I want to do. For the risk of having dead air, here's what I want to do. Okay.
Yep.
I want us to both kind of take a second and write down the 5 names we think. Okay. Now, I'm not going to say we throw it up on the screen. Maybe I will decide to do that. But
so not handwrite it. Okay.
I am going to handwrite it.
Okay.
Because that's the way that I know I can figure it out. Let's take a second. Again, I will kind of commentate to relieve dead air, but let's see what our 5 looks like compared to each other's. Okay.
So I'm just remembering as far as this list, and we're just saying today, right now, not all time, but if they were in the playoffs right now,
today, yep.
If they were in the playoffs right now, I am confident that they could lead my team to a championship.
Yes.
Okay. My first 4 were very easy. I'm trying to think of which one the 5th would be.
The 5 spot for me is tough.
Are you putting this in order from 1 to 5?
No.
Okay, I wasn't putting this in any order.
No.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do this, and I'm grudgingly putting this fifth one. All right, my pen is down.
Okay. I'm still kind of contemplating here.
I love how you're the one contemplating, yet this was your idea.
I know.
I figured you would have already. I figured you would have already had.
No,
this.
I wanted to do this live. So
we'll do it live.
We'll do it live. I remember. Whose bit was that?
Was that Bill O'Reilly?
No, I don't think it was Bill O'Reilly. It was. Oh my God, who was it? Who was the newscaster that did it?
Who was the famous newscaster that said we'll do it live?
And the guy's like a legend too. Like
it was Bill O'Reilly. I was right.
Are you sure it was Bill O'Reilly? Really?
It was Bill O'Reilly.
I thought it was somebody else.
You know, he did it back in 1993.
I'm thinking of Stop the Hammering. That's what I'm thinking of. Do you remember that?
No.
Who did stop the hammering?
Stop the hammering. MSNBC anchor Lawrence O'Donnell.
It was Lawrence O'Donnell. That's who it was. It was Lawrence O'Donnell.
Okay.
I remember that. Okay.
By the way, as you're finishing your list, about 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter, Cavs are leading 20-19.
Okay. So they're not laying down yet.
Well, not. It's the first quarter.
Yet. It's yet.
And
it's not 21-9.
And I will say, as far as your early leaders, Jared Allen 6.6 rebounds, Karl Anthony Towns 7 points, 4 rebounds. So the big men are the ones delivering early on.
All right, pen is down.
Okay.
So
how did you want to deliver? So are we going to go one by one? Are we doing our whole list? Because I'm sure at least 3, at minimum 3 of our 5 are the same.
I think I'm gonna hold my list up to the camera.
Oh,
I'm gonna hold my list up to the camera.
I am not gonna. I did not want to hold mine because I don't want to show how bad my penmanship is.
I don't care. I don't care. I have mine on a little notepad right here. The company of the notepad this is from is getting free advertising.
Okay. Well, here
on this.
Here, let's do this. You can hold yours up, and I'm not looking at the screen, so I do not see who you have, and I will read mine, and we will see how many match.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm holding mine up to the camera right now.
Okay. I have not seen it. I am not looking. So in no particular order.
You have a handsome back of your head, by the way.
Thank you. I'm overdue for a haircut. Anyway, so again, my 5 in no particular order are Wemby.
Yep.
Jokic.
Yep.
SGA.
Yep.
Brunson.
Yeah.
Steph.
Okay. That's where we differ.
That was my one that I was unsure. Because I will tell you, I was trying to decide, believe it or not, between Steph and Jaylen Brown.
What? Really?
Yes.
Jaylen Brown over Tatum?
Yes.
Wow.
Jaylen Brown is better in the playoffs than Jason Tatum.
Okay.
Who was your 5th?
So
LeBron?
SGA.
Mm-hmm.
Yoke. And by the way,
not in order. Yeah.
Brunson was the one that I put in that I was like fighting with myself about.
Oh, so to me, the one that I said the first 4, no problem. Wemby, Jokic, SGA, and Brunson. To me, no hesitation for those 4.
So Curry was your 5.
That I ended up going with Curry. Who was your 5?
Giannis.
I might have forgotten about Giannis.
Oh,
I might have forgotten about him in that list, but I'll stay with.
So
Steph.
would you?
I'll stay with Steph.
So be honest. Would you replace Giannis with
I mean,
Curry?
I definitely would be. I definitely would be picking Giannis over Jaylen Brown. So I think I will still, just to keep conversation nice, I will stick with Steph. But it would have been between Steph and Giannis.
Yeah. So
I just completely forgot about Giannis.
Yeah. So I had SGA, Jokic, Wemby, Giannis, Brunson.
Okay.
That's what I had. Now, again, I was thinking if it wasn't Brunson, it was either going to be Tatum or Luka. And my thing was with Luka is a little Harden-ish in my mind, like lousy defender, high volume.
Neither of us picked Luka.
Right. I kind of backed out of Luka. Now, I think Luka is capable of doing it. But if we were narrowing it down to 5, I don't think Luka's in the top 5 there. So I guess based on what we think now, my top 5 players in the NBA right now would be SGA, Jokic, Wemby, Giannis, and Brunson. And not in particular order, but those 5 players would probably be the top 5 players in the NBA for me.
See, if I'm just talking about like the pure skill of players, then I would replace Brunson with Luka. If we're talking about which players will lead you to a championship, then Luka is not in that top 5.
Right. And that's really the like, I think if you're talking about pure talent, I think without question the best player in the NBA is Wemby. Without question.
Yeah. I agree.
Wemby is, and especially
and he's about 4 or 5 years away from his prime.
Yeah, well, here's the thing about Wemby too is that the physicality that we've seen from Wemby in the playoffs has been borderline dirty player. Like he's like elbowing people in the face. He's running over people in transition. Like he's been borderline dirty player. And the reason I love it is because Wemby is a twig. He is he's 7'4" and he's 150 pounds soaking wet. Like he is a rail. And I just love that he's like trying to be a little bit of a bully. Like I don't know. Like I love it. Josh, I love that. I love the fact that he's being physical. He's not getting pushed around. He is nowhere near the strongest guy in the NBA, but he's acting like he is. Like, I love that. Love it. So I'll tell you right now, I don't think there's a single player, and especially in these playoffs where he has just gone full scorched earth, right? I don't think there's a player in the NBA right now that I would take over Wemby at this very second. I mean, I don't think I'm taking SGA over Wemby.
I mean, if I am doing it for one season, like this one season, you could argue that you would still take Jokic. If we're talking about, which player do I want on my team for the foreseeable future, it's an absolute no-brainer. The answer is Victor Wembanyama.
But here's the question that I think a lot of people are asking right now. Is Wemby the best player in the NBA? Like, is that a real discussion? Is Victor Wembanyama today the best player in the league?
I mean, he's certainly making a very strong case for it these last few games.
Right. Right. Well, and that's really the discussion, right? Is like, are people just getting too caught up in the recency of everything, of how amazing he's looked, to forget about everything that Jokic has done over the past 5 seasons, everything that SGA has done over the past few years, like everything that Giannis did? Like, are we forgetting about all of that because Wemby is wowing us now?
I believe based on what Wembanyama is doing right now, unless next season he does not play 65 games, he has already won next year's MVP.
He's got to score more points.
He was playing 29 minutes a game.
Well, right. But what I'm saying is that if he's going to win MVP, Wemby needs to score more points. Like Wemby, now I have to look again because I don't remember. Wemby this year averaged 25 points a game. It just isn't good enough to win MVP anymore. Especially if he's not really much of a passer, right? He's a 3 assist per game guy.
But what I'm saying is, if he's averaging 25 points a game on 29 minutes, if he goes up to 35 minutes, he's averaging 30 a game.
His per 36 is 31 points a game.
There you go.
His per 36 is per 31 points a game. He just has to get there.
Right.
That's the thing. He's got to get there.
If he starts playing 35, 36 minutes a game, that point question that you're bringing up will not be an issue.
I agree. He just has to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's the best defensive player in the league. And I think he has the capability of being the best defensive player we've ever seen. Just based on pure quickness, length. Like, I think like the way that he can disrupt things offensively just due to his size alone, I think is unlike anything we've seen. It's unbelievable. We've never seen a player this tall, this long, and this athletic. We just haven't. Right? Every guy that's this big is Yao Ming. Like they're big and they're dominant, but they're statues. Wemby's not that. So, all right. That was fun. Wasn't it fun, Josh? Say it was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun. Yeah, it was fun. All
there,
right.
there are though two things that, because I know we probably got roughly one more long segment for today, and there are two things that I need to bring up here. One of them involves the NBA, and one of them something a little different.
Okay.
I don't know if you had anything in mind.
I didn't.
Well,
I didn't. I was freeballing.
Hey guys, up next, those two things that I just alluded to.
Stick around for it. We'll be back.
Cowboys Nation, what up? It's your boy EJ Savage over here at Boys in the Zone, where it's everything Cowboys related, from the latest news, off-season talk like training camp and draft analysis, and of course, during season game breakdowns and commentary. Would love to see you in the chat kicking it with myself and other members of Cowboys Nation, whether it be a guest that I myself bring in, or Cowboys fan forum videos where I bring you guys on, or even other chat members. We're always live on Twitter and YouTube talking the boys. So really, the only thing left to say is, how about them Cowboys? See you there. Peace.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Tim Barnett, and welcome into the Boston Sports Summit. If you're a fan of any of these four teams right here, or you're like me and you love all four of them and you follow them religiously, you're a big fan, this is the show for you. The big thing with this is real commentary and authenticity. I'm going to tell you like it is. If we're great, then we're great. But if we suck, I'm going to tell you that we suck and we need to improve. I'm also not afraid to call out our ownership or front office for making bad decisions, just like I'm not afraid to call out our coaches or our players for screwing some things up or doing great. All right? Because that's what this show is all about. It's about authenticity. So listen, if you're a fan of any of these teams or you're a fan of all four of them, check me out, the Boston Sports Summit, every Wednesday, live at 7 p.m., and it's electric, all right? We're going to go into some great detail about the Sox, Patriots, Celtics, and even the Bruins, and hey, you might even get a guest appearance from my little puppy here. So, it's a great show. Don't forget to tune in every Wednesday, 7 p.m. You can also follow me on all socials, on Instagram, X, and YouTube, Boston Sports Summit. So check us out. It's a great show. It's a great time. Hope to see you there. God bless.
What's going on, y'all? It's Arthur Hurst from the Grid Network, letting y'all know to check out the Saturday morning tailgate starting at 10 Eastern every Saturday. Check us out on YouTube, X, Instagram, wherever you get your podcasts. Tune in for some humor, some great analytics between me, my boy Bryson, and Tim. Again, Saturday morning tailgate every Saturday at 10 Eastern on the Grid Network. See y'all there.
righty, welcome back. We are back here for Mike and Josh exclusively on the Grid Network. Just about ready to close up shop soon. We got another 15 minutes or so of our program this evening. Josh, how are we feeling? Are we on the downward incline yet, or
we are making our final descent into the end of this wonderful Mike and Josh episode. Early in the second quarter, Cavs and Knicks are tied at 31, by the way. Evan Mobley and Karl Anthony Towns, battle of the big men. They are both having both have 12 points already. So both having strong games. My parlay early on, not the best. But there's plenty of game left, so I ain't worried yet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I told you before the break, there were not one but two items that we needed to discuss. One is a real, actual newsworthy thing. So we'll do that one first.
Okay.
Because I don't think it's being talked about enough that, to my surprise, the Dallas Mavericks have let go of Jason Kidd as their head coach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As really what you could consider the final straw in the Luka debacle. Jason Kidd is kind of turns with a little bit of guilt by association and has been let go. And so I throw a two-part question to you as we start this on, well, I guess kind of a three-part question. One, why do you think the Cavs did this when they were clearly in a rebuild mode and are now building around Cooper Flagg, who obviously had a tremendous rookie season?
The Mavs, not the Cavs, right?
Did I say Cavs? I meant Mavs. They rhyme.
You rhyme. It's true.
And I got I got their logo right behind my screen right now because I'm keeping track of the game. So why would the Mavs do this? Who would the Mavs possibly consider to try to replace Jason Kidd with? Jamal Mosley now could have possibly gone there because he was a former assistant coach with Dallas, but he got signed on to the Pelicans, which I think is a great move by the Pelicans. So who would Dallas take to replace Jason Kidd? And then part three, does Jason Kidd have a head coaching spot available for him right now, or will he be waiting?
So I feel like I'm in the minority on this. I've never been a Jason Kidd as a coach fan.
Interesting.
I've never been a huge fan of Jason Kidd as a coach. Now, again, he has had some success, and I understand all of that. But I've never really felt it with Jason Kidd as a coach. So if I were a team out there that had a vacancy, I would not be like rushing to hire him.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that could just be me being an idiot. So that's really me. So listen, as far as like who could replace him, I mean, again, the NBA coaches are very much, I think, like major league managers. Like, it really is a league of unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You could grab, like, every NBA team has 17 different assistants. Okay. All of them play different roles. I don't know who's doing well in certain places, right? Assistant coaches in the NBA are also not nearly as prominent as they are in like the NFL or like a hitting coach in Major League Baseball or anything. Like, it's just, so I don't know. Was there anybody in mind that you had for that vacancy to kind of continue what they're doing?
I mean, I would think the perfect type of person for that spot, if they're doing rebuild, would be Sweeney, the assistant coach in San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I get, obviously, you can't really do much interviewing with him right now because he's currently still coaching.
Mm-hmm.
But I was surprised by this move because when you are continuing to build someone as talented as Cooper Flagg is, and you still have someone like Kyrie Irving on the roster,
mm-hmm.
you want to continue to help build the camaraderie and the connection with the two, especially from one of the best facilitators in the history of the NBA. So that surprised me. Now, so someone like Sweeney, if they're trying to go, in full rebuild mode to give, an assistant with a good track record a chance, that would definitely be the move if I were the Dallas Mavericks to try to do. As far as Jason Kidd as a coach, offensively, this guy really helped develop Giannis into the MVP caliber player. This guy helped Luka develop his offense.
Mm-hmm.
This guy started helping Cooper Flagg develop his offense to transition into the NBA. So what team could use someone that has such skill on the offensive side of the ball? This is who the Magic need as their coach, Mike. Jason Kidd has not had a great track record when it comes to defense. Well, guess what? The Magic's defense is incredible. It's one of the best in the league, and they still have their assistant coaches to help continue their defense. What they've needed help with is the offensive side of the ball, and really help have guys like Paolo and Suggs, if we are keeping Suggs, take that next step as far as facilitating, transitioning, and building the next step. There is, if you wanted an experienced coach, which the Magic have said, Billy Donovan is not the answer. Jeff Van Gundy is not the answer. Mike Budenholzer could be an answer. I think Jason Kidd is a better answer for what the Magic need as a head coach. If I were Orlando, if I were Weltman, their GM, who was already on the hot seat himself,
mm-hmm.
I would have already had multiple phone calls of trying to get Jason Kidd to come out to Orlando to meet for the coaching position.
That would be a good fit. It would be a really good fit. Again, like I said, I maybe I'm not giving him enough credit. I've like I said, I've never been a Jason Kidd guy, but you're right. As far as his offensive development, Jason Kidd certainly has that. And if there's one thing that the Magic do have, is they have young players that need offensive development.
Yes.
Right. They have the Franz Wagners, the Anthony Blacks, the Jalen Suggs, the Tristan De Silvas, right? Jet Howard, guys like that. Like, those are guys that need help offensively in just continuing to develop their offensive game, right? If you're looking for somebody like that, it makes a ton of sense for the Magic. It really does.
Yeah.
So yeah, that I'm on board with you with.
And that's why I'm very surprised that the Mavs decided, with all the injuries and the rebuild and the fact you traded AD mid-season, that you went ahead and got rid of Jason Kidd. To me, he should have gotten at least one more season to try to see how they would develop healthier with another draft pick to play along with Cooper Flagg and Kyrie, etc. But to me, as far as coaches available, because to me, Michael Malone was still the surefire guy, and obviously that ain't happening.
No.
But as far as the ones that are available, to me, he now makes the most sense.
Yeah. Yep.
So I wanted to make sure we touched on that a little bit. Now, there's one other item that we do have to talk about today that I know has been at the forefront of your mind all week.
It has.
It has. And as soon as I bring it up, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, it has. I shared a story last week. And that story needs a conclusion.
Oh.
For those of you that might have missed the story last week, I don't remember how we got on the topic of this. But I shared a story on how the theme of my bar mitzvah was Shaq and the Orlando Magic. See, it was on the forefront of your mind.
It was.
And I explained, because obviously we know I'm a Magic fan. We know I was a diehard Shaq fan. And when Shaq left, like just a number of months after my bar mitzvah, he left Orlando to go to the Lakers. I took that as my first heartbreak.
Mm-hmm.
And I then explained that not only like was my theme, how I had everything Shaq and the Orlando Magic at my bar mitzvah, where I had a cake in the shape of Shaq's jersey. And then I even had T-shirts made that were a drawing of Shaq and Michael Jordan, where they're saying, you and me one-on-one, winner gets to go to, and on the back of it, it says Josh's bar mitzvah. Neither of them showed up, so the game must have ended in a tie.
They both lost, right?
It was their loss because they were not there.
It was.
And I'm still waiting on a gift from both of them for my bar mitzvah that happened 30 years ago.
You know, you might be able to get one out of Shaq. I don't think that MJ's doing it.
Well, we need this segment to go viral, and Shaq needs to see this.
Mm-hmm.
So Mike asked me, as I shared this story last week, do you still have those T-shirts? And I said, I'm sure I got at least photos of them.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask my mom, because my parents are still, out in Massachusetts. Well, a couple days after that, not only did my mom provide me photos, apparently my dad still has the shirt.
That's hysterical.
And I am going to attempt, because I am not the one that uploads videos through this feed, so I'm going to try my best to make sure that I don't make this whole thing fall apart.
Yeah.
Let us see if I can add this photo. And I specifically did not want to send it to Mike because I wanted him to see this for the first time amongst everybody else.
Yeah.
So
now I totally get why.
I'm trying to make sure. Oh, wait. So first off, I think I need to make it do I have to make it a JPEG? So let me try to fix this first with that. So my lack of technology skills.
Formatting issues.
So let me hold on. I think I know how to do that.
Oh my God.
Okay. I think I just did that. All right. So let's try adding file, going to my downloads. All right. It's letting me choose it. Okay. All right. It's trying to load in our back office here. And now if I click on it, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
You and me, one-on-one, winner gets to go. Oh my God, that's so awesome.
And I don't have a photo of the back, but the back says Josh's bar mitzvah and the date and all that.
That is so awesome.
So I want to point something out with this, because as a 13-year-old kid, I was mad at this design.
Because
I was mad.
Michael Jordan's bigger than Shaq. Is that why?
I wanted to be the two faces looking at each other, like having a discussion that they were going to play for the chance to go to my bar mitzvah. And then on top of that, I see this, and my spoiled brat self was like, Shaq would not be dribbling. Why is Shaq the one with the ball? Shaq should be the one on defense. That was 13-year-old me. As soon as I saw this, and my parents are like, we got what you wanted for the bar mitzvah. Here's the shirt design. First thing out of my newly teenage bratty ass mouth was, why is Shaq dribbling?
Why does Shaq have the ball? Oh my God.
Those were the shirts that everyone got at my bar mitzvah.
Oh my God. I cannot believe that I forgot about this. Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
There you go.
This needs to get posted.
Now, not only that, I also just want to make sure that I mention Michael Jordan and Shaquille O'Neal. Please do not sue me for having a drawing of you guys on a T-shirt that I gave away 30 years ago in my bar mitzvah.
Did you sell any of them?
I did not. I have no idea if anybody sent any to thrift stores, but I did not sell any. I didn't even know we had any physical ones still exist. My dad somehow still had this in his closet.
That's amazing.
30-year-old T-shirt.
Oh my God. You know what like, I wish I knew you then, Josh.
You weren't even alive then.
What year was it? What year was it? What year was your bar mitzvah?
My bar mitzvah happens when I was 13, and that was 30 years ago.
So it was 1996.
Correct. Weren't you like an infant?
I was born in September of 96. So
this happened 6 months before you were born. Thank you for making, I'm taking this off the screen now. Thank you for making me just feel so damn old.
Oh, you forgot.
Oh, why did it come back on the screen? Did you do that?
Because I can do
Stop that. Stop it. How do I delete it now? How do I delete this?
Don't do it. Don't delete it. It's got to stay up there forever. It's got to stay up there. Oh, that is so great. I want one. I want one of those shirts.
No,
that is so awesome.
You have to ask. My dad will probably sell it to you. But again, I don't want to get sued by Shaq or Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
But again, Shaq or Michael Jordan, I would still appreciate the gift. Because you guys
are going to be not suing.
And let's be honest, 30 years of inflation, because you could have got me something 30 years ago.
Yeah. I
would not object.
They could have gotten you a present for $120 and now it's $120,000.
Hey, that's your math, not mine. They could have done something. They could have got me a savings bond 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm. They could have. Yep.
Now they're going to give me a Papa John's franchise. So,
oh man, that's great. That's great. Yeah, now they're going to get you a G-Wagon.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I figured that's how we had to end today's show.
We had to. And
ironically, episode 23.
Ironically, yeah. And we mentioned that last week,
too. We did.
By the way, that's amazing. We are incredible at this. Who's better than us? No one.
There you go.
All right. That does it for us. I'm Mike Guido. That's Josh Tariff. It is great to have you on this Thursday evening. I, unfortunately, have for some reason lost control of the media assets, and I cannot scroll down on this menu for some reason.
Oh.
So it is not
letting me. Do you need me to do something?
I don't think so.
I can try to hit something. The Mike and Josh intro?
Hit the Mike and Josh intro, because together we sing.
You are listening to Mike Guido.
Hey, I have the power.
You contributed.
I did something. There's a first for everything.
There you go, man.
Knicks up 5, 3 minutes to go and a half.
You and me, Josh, one-on-one to go to your bar mitzvah.
Mike and Josh.
So wait,
Jack dribbling against Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and I'm obviously Shaq there.
Every Thursday, 7 o'clock. We'll see you next week.